is up, everybody? If you've been to the channel before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Nikki and I am Seriously Introverted. Happy April. It is moving and grooving right now. So first things first, I very much apologize for the extreme lateness of the last video. That was my fault. The box was actually on time. That was me. March was not good to me at all. March was just not a good month. I mean, I guess we'll call them updates, but it's been a rough month or so. So I'm not even sure how to start it. So it's gonna sound like a weird segue, I guess, but I know that I've talked about like working 12-hour shifts, and I think I've even mentioned like working 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I don't know if I've mentioned we work in teams of 3. I have 2 teammates that I always work with. That is my team. That is who I work with every time. We bid lines, and depending on your seniority, you choose the line you want first based on your seniority. And then if you're at the bottom of the rung, you get kind of whatever's left. And sucks to suck, if you don't like those people, you get stuck with. As you grow in seniority, then you can choose your team or who you'd rather work with. My team, sort of as a brag, I guess. I don't know. We're the B crew. There are 4 teams: A, B, C, and D. We're Team B, and we are the, I mean, I don't want to say the best crew, but we are the best crew to get along. We vibe so bad, like so hard. We get along so great. We cause no problems. We don't complain about each other. We communicate so well. Like, we may not be perfect at the job, nobody is, but we get along so well together, and we're the only team really to do that. Everyone else has like inner gripes with each other. So I have kind of a disparity between my 2 partners. So Lyle is a 6'7", 60-year-old who's been doing it for 20 years. He's gruff, he looks intimidating, he's got tattoos all over. He's a 240-pound guy who's diet and exercising. He's lost 160-some pounds because doing the diet and exercising. You look at him and he looks real scary, real intimidating, but if you're one of his people, he's a teddy bear kind of guy. And then I've got Jackie, who is like 2 years younger than me. I've worked with her before in another place. So you'd think between the 3 of us, real weird, we wouldn't get together, wouldn't work together very well. I've worked with Lyle longer. All 3 of us get along fantastically. Lyle's wife calls us his girls. Jackie likes to say that we're the daughters he never had. I like to throw in that, or wanted. I'm sure we annoyed the bejesus out of him. We just get along like a house on fire. Completely and utterly just harmony between the 3 of us. Our humor is the same, which is really dark, dark, terrible, irreverent humor. It's a perfect pairing. or team up, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so literally the first weekend in March. So it'd be the 28th, the 1st, and the 2nd we worked. Worked, did all the things, was off 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday. The three of us walked out together, like we normally do. We leave, we're telling each other have good days off. We'll see each other on Wednesday because that was our next days. And Lyle had a council meeting because he was a member of the council in his town, because he lives in a smaller community like 10-15 minutes away. He had a meeting that night, or the next day, whatever it was. So Monday went by. Tuesday afternoon I get a phone call that said Lyle had a massive heart attack and he was in ICU in a hospital an hour away. They transported him there. That not what I was anticipating. So everybody at work is now on pins and needles because we're waiting to hear that he's pulling through, because you know, he's been diet and exercising, he's been losing weight, he quit smoking several years ago. You know, he's doing all the things the doctor told him to do. He's lost 150, 160 pounds. He's literally doing what the doctor told him. At the end of the week, he got transferred from the hospital he was at to KU Med, still in ICU, and that was our weekend off. So a bunch of us went to KU Med to visit him, and he was still under sedation or coming out of it, and he was not awake when we went there, and he was on the highest level of life support when we were there. Very not okay at that point. Still hoping, like, still like, I'm in denial. He's gonna pull through. There's no way. He's a fighter. He's going. We worked Monday and Tuesday, and on Tuesday in the evening my mom calls and said that he passed. No, that's not allowed. Like, that, I can't. So I was in a distracted fog for the week prior. Now I'm even worse off because now he's gone. That's not allowed. He gone now. So finished the rest of the week angry. His viewing was on Thursday, which would have been the 9th, I think. And then his funeral was on the 10th, which was Friday. I went from the funeral straight to work. Had to work that weekend. So I worked that entire weekend. Mostly in an angry fog. Had Monday off. Came home on Monday and almost immediately was sick. Like, my body just, I don't know. I got sick all of a sudden. Ended up going to the doctor, had a acute respiratory or upper respiratory infection. I am still dealing with that a little bit. I finished the antibiotics on it 4 days ago, something like that. That laid me out quite a bit. So I went from losing Lyle to this infection and being sick. I'm still a bit in denial, even though he's been gone a month now. I mean, it'll eventually get better, but not right at the moment. And then I've been sick, so this has been a really rough month for stuff. I mean, not all negative, I guess. It really pushed me to do stuff. I sort of rage cleaned the house, if you want to call that a positive. So I did that, and then yeah, that's been my month, so it wasn't really great. That was the reason why the video was late. Unfortunately, priority, and this was not priority. I was taking care of mental state, and I was doing a lot of sleeping and grieving, I guess, is how I'll put that. It sucked. It still sucks. I still, like, we have a third person on our team now to replace him, and I still go to work and I expect him to be there, and he isn't. So I'm still a little bit, I don't know if I call it angry, but I'm still annoyed that he's, like, it shouldn't be happening, I guess. So that annoyance is still there, like, still angry that this happened, even though, like, in my mind it shouldn't have happened, because he's doing all the things the doctor told him to. He was getting healthy, he was doing all this stuff, and then he still had a heart attack. So yeah, I don't know, it was just something about it, and it made me mad. Doesn't have to be rational, I guess, but yeah. So that was the updates. They're not great, so didn't want to be a Debbie Downer, but at the same time, that was what happened. Otherwise, it's been just work. Mowed the yard for the first time. Yay for weeds. Like I said, rage cleaned the house. I did a lot of rearranging, and that's been pretty much it. So onward, I guess. The box showed up yesterday, so today is the technically it's really early on the 14th, so yesterday in my mind was Saturday, because I haven't gone to sleep yet. I just got home from work. So Saturday in my mind was yesterday. So I got this on the 12th. I almost didn't know what it was, because this is the box. It's incognito this week, or month, whatever. So a little bit incognito with just the box. I had to look at who it came from before I would, because my first thought was I didn't order anything that would come in a box like this. And then once I saw who it was from, I was like, oh, it's my box. So depending on what it was, maybe all the boxes they had were too big. Alright. I've jabbered on long enough. Let's open this and get going. So open it up. This is what's inside. Put the packing slip over here. I got some crinkle paper. First thing out of the box, which I requested, so that's nice. I actually wanted to give this a go, which is probably not a good idea, because this is probably a slippery slope that I really don't want to travel down, but I just traveled down. The Lorcana cards, this is a starter deck. So that's gonna be super fun. This is the Into the Inklands single starter playing deck. So I got these. And then this must be the playing mat. The card game. And then I've got a pack of additional cards. I don't intend to play these. These were mostly just like collector deal slash curiosity kind of things. So I don't know. I'd have to do some more research to see, like, is there a card, like cards to shoot for? Are there more cards that you want to get, you know, more popular cards, or, you know, whatever kind of, I guess in my mind, like Pokemon cards or Magic cards, or whatever, you know, any other card that you're chasing because they're popular or whatever. And then I did request this one, which I think I also requested for this month, so I'll have to take it off, which is this pin set. The Hercules pin set. Because, like I said in the last box, there's just not enough Hercules items. And I think that's actually the only 2 items that I requested, and they're the only 2 items that are in the box. So let's go with the packing slip. So this is the, they really don't want to stay in place. Alright, so the Disney Loungefly Hercules 25th Anniversary Sunset Pin Set, which was this guy, and that is $25. And then the Disney Lorcana Starter Deck Trading Card Game, which was this, and that is $27.90. So the total value of my box was $52.90. And this one was curated by Amanda. So thank you, Amanda. Let's open this real quick, just to see, because I believe all of the, like, what's on the side of the box here is what is in this pack, and then what is in here is like a mystery. So, okay, and then we'll just, well, maybe. That's, I have no idea what these are. Parts of a location card, whatever that is. I couldn't tell what I was showing you, but yeah, whatever these are. Parts of a location card and new rule moving damage, whatever that is. Yeah, so I have no idea if any of these are good cards or what they are, or special cards, or yeah, I don't know. Oh, like that one looks shiny, I guess. That was kind of the only shiny. I don't know if I'm supposed to have any shinies in here. Oops. I mean, it does say I'm supposed to have some sort of foil, which I guess probably was that. well, I guess the Moana is shiny, so. Does it tell you on here that she's... Oh yeah. So on the very front, she's listed there for Moana. So yeah, the this list here is what these are. So cool. Okay, well, these may be the only cards of these I ever get. I don't know. This was just mostly a curiosity because I wanted to see what they were. I know that these are quite popular for some people. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to look at them, see what they were, see quality, you know, whatever. But I haven't done enough research on them to see if there's more collectible cards than there are, you know, others. I'm sure there's certain cards that are more collectible than others, or more sought after or whatever. But I just thought there's a deck I can grab. It's easier for me. I'll just get it. Plus the pins. And of course these are my favorite because there's never enough Hercules stuff. So super excited about that one. And then I'll probably just put those in a binder for collecting, and I won't mess with those ever again. That tends to be what I do with cards when I randomly collect stuff. Yeah, so anyway, I babbled on enough. That was a quick box. Most of it was sad updates. Sorry for that. Hopefully we'll move on and it'll be positive and, you know, happy things from now on. Hopefully with all the negative yuck stuff behind, and we can just move up and on from now. But yeah, hopefully the rest, like, hopefully your March was much better than mine. Hopefully April has treated you well so far. Let me know how your spring has gone. We're springing. Like, I don't know, our weather is done quite nice. I've been having the windows and stuff open, so it's actually been really nice so far. Fingers crossed. It's supposed to be kind of hot the next couple of days, so hopefully it'll kind of cool back off. And I'm trying to hold off on the air conditioner as long as I can, so hopefully that'll help me out, and kind of keep where it's at right at the moment. But yeah, so I think that'll be it for now. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.